Yo guys, and this is gonna be our at least my first YouTube video for this team that my friends have made and I've joined, and I will do all this. Okay, look, I'm just gonna get past all that. You guys came to look at this, first look into this, and don't get me wrong, you guys probably already know what they can do, but if not, maybe if you don't know what they can do, you've just seen them or heard about them. The other day I just, I heard about them, but I never really took the time to look into them, and I did, and I even made a little deck. But first, let's just go into first look slash basic stuff that we know. Well, they obviously, as we can see, they are pendulum spellcaster winds. Interesting, right? Little Asian animals so far. I honestly, I like them. I like how they look. They generally look. These are all the cards, and if I'm correct, in the new Breakers of Shadow, Toad, Sonic, and Supercell just came out, are going to come out. So if you guys have low key already partially built this deck, you could grab these real quick, and yeah, you can finish up the deck. And I honestly think this is a very fun deck. It's very controlling. And it's just, I'll just get right into it, right? Like as you can see, the scales they have are 2s and 5s, which I've noticed. You can basically special summon any of them except Unicorn. You're gonna have to basically tribute summon for that. And as you may noticed, each of them have very low attack. Well, that is probably one of the main flaws about the deck. Well, then again, you can probably cover the flaw very easily if you know how to cover your deck and which sequence which card for which. But of course, just the obvious flaws you may see. They don't really have big numbers attacks. Even like some of the biggest normal one has 1500. As you may see. Other than Unicorn, as I've so far noticed, like these 5 here have a normal slash special summoning effect. Like this, alright, so like, as for Fox, when this card is normal special summon, you can add a Majespecter trap from your deck to your hand. Toad, same thing, except you can set a spell or trap card from your deck to the field. Crow, you can add a Majespecter spell card to your hand. Raccoon, one of the main staples and the most expensive Majespecter card, $20, 20 to $30 depending where you live, I guess, or where you buy. You can add a Majespecter monster from your deck to your hand, and Cat, at the end phase, you can add a Majespecter card. It's really flexible, but of course, end of the turn, that's the part that sucks. Yeah. And as for Unicorn, you have to normal summon him, of course. It's level 6, you can't pendulum summon it. It is all... You can target one pendulum monster you control and one monster your opponent controls and return them to the hand. So I guess you can say it's like it's a once per turn thing. It's like a once per turn evac, I guess. You could like bounce Fox to bounce something else. It's nice. One thing that all the monsters do have, though, is if you look carefully at the last sentence of any of them, cannot be targeted or destroyed by opponent card effects. So, Dark Hole, Regeki, Fiendish Chain, anything that targets or destroys, no, it ain't gonna do shit. Obviously, sorry, I think I was close to the mic back there. Obviously, I think like Skill or Mind Drain will just basically F the deck up. Like, I think it was, no, Skill Drain, my fault. Skill Drain will terribly wreck this deck because, doesn't destroy, so it just, yeah, it sucks, and it doesn't target, it just in general. But moving on, time for the spell. We'll go on to the spells now. Majespecter Storm, tribute 1. Well, let's get to the spells and traps, because if you could, yeah, sorry, my fault, my phone. If you could basically just bring any spells or traps to your hand or field, you want to know what they can do, right? Majespecter Storm, tribute 1 wind spell caster type monster. Any of them basically. Obviously, if you figured out every spell and trap can basically, you tribute, as you may see so far. You will see. Tribute 1 wind spellcaster type, then target 1 monster on the field and shuffle it into the deck. So instead of an evac, it's like a bounce to the deck type of thing. Majespecter Sonic, which is one of the new ones coming out in Breaker BOS. Target 1 Majespecter monster you control, and at the end, until the end of the turn, its attack and defense are become doubled. Then the current attack. meaning it's not original attack. So if it's like boosted already, and then you could double it. But any battle damage with that certain monster, so like let's say I put on Raccoon and gains 2400, and even if you attack face, he'll only still take 1200 because it'll be halved. So this is only good to like save a monster, not do more damage. It won't work. It will look awkward. You put on Cat against 200 attack phase. It's halved already. Go back to 100. So no point. There's no point. Majespecter Cyclone. It's a popping card. Tribute 1 wind type spell. Alright, you get it. Tribute 1 wind type spellcaster monster, and then target one on the monster on the field that your opponent controls. Destroy it. It's like a pop. It's a pop. It's good. It's nice. It's a quick my bad. It's a quick play. So you could do it during the opponent's turn. It's nice. I like it. And here's the field spell. All Majespecter monsters gain 300 attack and defense. Whatever. It's nice. It gives it a little oomph. And then here's the part that it's the main use. Each turn, once per turn, you can tribute. Oh, so that's at the end of the. Sorry, my bad. You can tribute 1 wind spell caster type monster and then special summon a 4 or lower Majespecter monster from your deck. So normal summon Raccoon, get that effect, then use this to pop it, bring something else out, bring Toad, and you can set something, just it helps mill the deck, and you can only use it once per turn because that'd be obviously broken. Oh, before I forget, I almost forgot. Obviously, each of the monsters' effect you can only use once per turn. If you were able to spam it, it'd be, gross. My fault. I should have mentioned that earlier when we were on the monsters, but moving on. Majespecter Tornado, tribute 1 spellcaster monster, then target one on the field, banish it, Instead of a popping, it's a banishing. But obviously it's a trap, so it's a little slow, but it's still good. And then here's one of the more cheaper cards, which I don't know why it's cheap, to be absolutely honest. Majespecter Tempest. It's basically a solemn warning, and you could put 3 of them. How do you say this? Well, when a monster or monsters, my bad, would be special summoned, or a monster effect is activated, tribute 1, spellcaster, 1 Majespecter, and then negate the special summon or activation, and then once you do, destroy it. That is basically solemn warning. Except instead of paying 2,000, you just have to tribute. And then alright, let me go to Supercell. This is the recovery cards, I guess you can say. Alright, so while you have a Majespecter card in your Pendulum Zone, the activation of any effect of any Majespecter cannot be negated. So basically, if I have Toad in the Pendulum, then I normal summon Raccoon, and then I use his effect, but then you try to negate it, like with Effect Veiler. Supercell is like, fuck you, nigga. Sorry. Language. Fuck you, man. Exactly. So yeah, he's like, nah, man, fam, just get away. You just negate it. And then the second effect, which is the main reason why people use it, or at least I would. Once per turn, you can target 5 Majespecter cards. So it could be monsters and spells / traps. Shuffle 5 of them into the deck. All 5, and then draw a card. So let's say I XC summon with something, then I send 1 of the materials to the graveyard, and I have maybe 2 of these, and then 1 of these. So, shuffle all 5 back in the deck and draw a card. It's a good recovery. You basically recycle your everythings. And yeah, it just, even the field spell, they pop the field spell. No, you bring that back to your deck and keep it going, It's very, I really like the deck so far. This is so far as it is, and then I'll show you the deck that I've made. Don't mind I tried to make a Galaxy deck. It was pretty dumb, but anyways, this is the deck I've made. I don't know why I have Card D. I honestly shouldn't. I barely use it anyway, but I just have it for just those moments of draw power. It feels nice. I like it. Alright, but anyways, I put 3 of each monster because why not? Pretend Card D is not here. Let's just take it out. You have 18 monsters. 18 of them are the Majespecters. And, just having all of them is really good. Because, why not? If you first turn Unicorn, if you have unicorn in your hand first, and that's a free 2 pendulum scale, and then you put in like a 5. It just, as you can see the combos, you could slowly see the combos you could put in. And as for these are my personal preferences. I'm not whatever you want to do. It's your choice. It's your own variations. I like to put 3 Majespecters storms because there's you can add a lot of spells to your hand anyway. So I like to bring Majespecter Storm to the hand because it's not a quick play. You can't use it in opponent's turn. I'd rather just have it in my hand than on the field. I have 3 Sonics because people like to battle, and I want to save my my little the little animals. So it's just it helps save them. I have 1 Wavering Eyes because I would put more, to be honest, but I have it just because in case you don't fight a pendulum against a pendulum deck. This card is honestly really awkward because I honestly would avoid trying to destroy my pendulum zones. Because, they don't even have pendulum effects anyway, so once they destroy. But, I mean, it helps, though. If you need an extra card, add a pendulum card to your hand. It helps. I only have 1 Cyclone because, I'll be honest, it's not hard to pop. And also, there's a lot of things that even if you pop it, it doesn't even do anything. Because, like, let's say, you pop Dante, and then, it doesn't matter. Or maybe if you pop Beatrice, if you've been playing Yugioh Pro, and, Beatrice not out in real life yet, but, let's say you pop something, and it doesn't even matter. Or maybe it can't even be targeted, or, I just have 1 because, I feel it feels cloggy to have 2. Because why? I have 2 Terraformings and 3 Field Spells. Why? Because the Field Spell is already amazing. Helps mill the deck. It helps mill the deck. It gives them the oomph they need, and so on. Alright, here's the more questionable card most people look at, like Gaga Shield. Target 1 face-up spellcaster type monster you control and equip it to this card. Equip this card to that target. Twice per turn, it cannot be destroyed by battle. Who do I put it on? I could put it on any of them, but I prefer Unicorn. Why? Because, think about it. Once I have a control of the board, I have Unicorn, and then I can just spam special summon these guys, and I can basically spam evac. And then if they try to destroy them in battle or something, Gaga Shield. And there's also the fact that it can't be destroyed by card effects or targeted, so evac won't do anything to him. Dark Hole won't do anything. Regeki, the only way to beat it is basically hit it with a big stick, big attacks. But then again, if I have Gaga Shield, then you better have multiple of them. I like Gaga Shield because it's funny. I have an MST in case of just anything, to be honest. Anti-spell spell fragrance, Colosseum, such, Kaiser Colosseum, and such. Majespecter Tornado, I have 2. Nothing wrong with 2. It's basically tribute 1, banish a monster they control. It's nice. I like it. I like it. 2 supercells because I don't think you need 3. Unless you just have the worst luck possible and they somehow get both of these in the graveyard. Or just the worst, just maybe you just made the worst choices in life. And then I have 2 Tempests, but then again, I'll be absolutely honest. I think I'd rather have 3 Tempests and 2 Storms when I think about it. When I actually think this through, I don't think I need 2 of these, up to 3 of these. It feels cloggy. I accidentally saved over the whatever. Yeah, Tempest is just a really good card. It's like a Solemn Warning. Why wouldn't you? And then you could just spam some of them back and then activate their effects again. So, let's say they XC summon Majespecter Tempest, you tribute Raccoon, and then next turn you could just special summon Raccoon again, and then you activate his effect again, and the same thing for any of them, except Unicorn. You don't want to do that, because once it goes to the extra deck, it's kind of just there for life, because how are you going to get it out? You can't Pendulum summon it, unless you add, maybe a Pendulum scale 7, which I don't know why you would. By the time you even try to do that, I think it'll be end of the game anyways. But yeah, this is the deck I have. You could add other things. I've seen other cards that you can, I really thought about putting in this card. I tried using Wonder Wand. I'm sorry, I think I'm really close to mic, my fault. But I really tried using Wonder Wand, but then, you have to send it to the graveyard and draw 2 cards, and that I realized that hurt. No, that doesn't work. So I tried to be creative. It was pretty dumb. I'm not sure about the other cards, but there was one card I saw. It was kind of funny. I'm not sure if it works though. I mean, it can, but it doesn't help the deck. I cannot find the card, so I apologize anyway. I actually cannot find the card. Oh, here it is. Magical Dimensions. If you control a face-up spellcaster type monster, target one on the field, tribute it, then special summon one spellcaster from your hand, and then you can destroy a monster on the field. Basically, like, let's say I have Fox, and then I have Unicorn, normal summon, pop it, and then pop a monster they control, and then special summon Unicorn. I don't know. I mean, it's potentially cool. Like, it's interestingly cool. It's interesting, but I mean, I don't want it because when I've tried it, it just didn't work out for me. If you could think of some way to put it in, then go ahead. I mean, yo, you do you, boo. You do you. All right, for the extra deck, I honestly just put a bunch of 3s and 4s. Mostly 4s, as you may notice. 101, Castell. I thought of Trapeze because, 2 spellcasters. And if you need something to hit twice, this is kind of rare, but, the occasion occurs. Ragnar Zero, pop 2. You could pop 2 cards, and then, pop 2 cards. And, each time you draw a card, just draw power. 101, Castell, because, I mean, why not? I don't know why I have 2 Emerald Gustals, but let's just go with it. Helps you in case you don't have Supercell, but you have monsters in your pendulum monsters in your graveyard. It just helps. Rhapsody and Berserk because banish some cards in their graveyard, and why not? I like Diamond Crab King because defense. Acid Golem in case you just really need something with a big penis, a big attack, and just to smack someone. Giga Brilliant because, if you fill up the board and just basically boost all their attacks, keep it going, keep the rolling going. Downward Magician because, why not? It helps. Anti-Luminescent Knight, this is a very general, Gaga Cowboy to finish. I don't know. This is a very general, nice extra deck that I like. And that's just all right, let me show you some of it in action. I'll keep it nice and simple. For the advanced stuff, you can try to figure out for yourself. It helps you learn the deck. Watch I lose against Kaiba. I'm gonna be pretty bad. I've been making the deck in real life, so I'll just show you just real quick. Just show you what it can and can't do. Can and can't do. Like you see it right here. Normal summon Raccoon. I can't click for my life. Let's just bring, we need a 2 scale, so let's bring Cat because, I don't, as much as I, want to bring a card in my hand at the end phase, it's still too slow for me. Use Terraforming, mill the deck by 1, and, in case he MSTs with some Dark Horse Mice. Can you Dark Horse spell? Anyways, let's do that. See, easy. This. I prefer to use Crow for this so I can special summon Toad. You'll see why. Let's tribute. Let's special summon Fox. And when he's special summon, bring a trap to your hand. Majespecter Tempest in case he does some Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I don't know. That'd be crazy to be honest. And special summon Toad and Raccoon. See, as you can see, you can't activate his effect again. But I still did it because let's bring a Tornado. You could banish that. You could use that in any turn. But I brought Raccoon out anyway because it's just basically material for my face downs in case maybe he attacks one and destroys it. I will still have Raccoon to tribute to just activate its effects. See, look at that. He summons that. I'll see. Look at that right here. Easy. Vanish. Easy, right? Easy. It's easy so far. Pretty cool. It's very simple as it is. Let's just put in attack. Why not? YOLO swag, right? He can't Mirror Force. What are you going to do? They don't get destroyed anyway, unless he has Quaking Mirror Force, which would be pretty intense. Add to the hand. Why not? Unicorn, because why not? It's just basically have more control. Let's get Sonic to protect our little guys in battle. Normal summon. Let's just put it over a Crow. you know, he can't mirror if he has mirror if he even had mirror force. I don't think he had mirror force. If he did, no, well, even if he did, he can't use it because even if he uses it, he can't. They can't be destroyed by effects anyway. Supercell was here in case if this battle actually lasted and helped me. See. All right, as you can see though, this is what the Majespecters can do. And remember, they are spellcasters, so if you have any spellcaster cards cards that help spellcasters in mind, go right ahead. I use Gaga Shield before Unicorn, because Unicorn is hilarious to bounce cards. I think this deck can be very fun. I didn't even get to the extra deck, but I just wanted to show you the main deck's power, and I thought it's kind of cool. I thought this is really cool. But if you have any ideas, just comment down. And I'm curious what some of you can do and what you can add. And I'm just curious, And I think this is a very fun deck. And with the Breaker of Shadows, Toad and Sonic and Supercell are coming in. So if you have your low-key already building deck, and go ahead, I think this deck is really cool. I like it. All right, well, thanks for watching. Peace.